Good morning and welcome to Fire the Gibbons Park, Claremorris, for the Mayo Junior B Football Championship Final, sponsored by TF Royal Hotel. Joining me is Billy Fitz. And Billy, it's a lovely fresh morning here in Claremorris, and with an emphasis on the fresh.
Yes, fresh alright, but we don't mind that, Tom, so long as it stays fine. It's looking good. The sky is blue and everything's looking good for what should be a great game of football. It
should indeed. The flags on the far side on the stand here in Claremorris are blown across the pitch, so there's a slight breeze that'll be from the town in goal, as they call it, going left to right, going up the hill, as Eastern Gaels and Tourmackeady, which in an unusual turn had their pictures taken facing the way, and then they've turned around to show the numbers on the back, so they can identify who's who in the photograph.
We used to do that in the 60s too, Tom.
It's a tradition. It's a tradition.
The trouble that there was no numbers on the back.
Well, there are plenty of numbers now. The jerseys go all the way up to 36 or 37 at the moment. So we'll run through the teams for you. For Eastern Gaels, in goal is Michael Kelly. In the full back line, we have Nathan McGarry, Michael Waldron, the captain, and Nathan Hessian. Across the half back line, and 5 is Jack Madden, 6 is Henry Cuncannon, and 7 James Murphy. In Lorda Parker is Luke Mannion and Ethan Owens. The half forward line is Dean Lyons, Shane Glynn, and Dean McGarry. The full forward line, Evan Godfrey, Michael McGarry, and Ronan Ford, top of the left. For Tourmackeady, there's one change. So in the goal is Lee Jennings. The full back line is Jamie Welsh, David Prendergast, and John Burke. The half back line is Thomas Stanton. Oisin Whelan is wearing 21 instead of number 6 is an other, and at 7 is Marcin Carr. In the midfield, we have Stephen O'Neill and Darren McNeil. At the half forward line is Stephen Staunton, who captains the side, Aaron Conroy, and Matthew Gibbons. In the full forward line, we have Porrick Lydon, Niall Donoghue, and John Green. The conditions on the pitch, Billy, are very, very good. The pitch looks in fantastic shape for this game, and it should be Eastern Gaels go into this probably as favourites.
Yeah, I suppose so. In a way, they were in hard luck not to qualify for the A Championship. Losing by a point, I think, and losing again to Shrule then Collab in Gary Moore, and they were very close in both games. But they're building a good side out there, because they won the under 17 this year. I think it was 17B maybe. Yep. But that's a big breakthrough for Eastern Gaels, and I know they're doing a lot of work. And of course they have 2 Gary Moore men out there with them now, Tony Cochran and Vincent Ford.
Yep.
So they mean business, and they're building a nice team. Like for Tourmackeady, I was just thinking last night, it's only a couple of years ago since they were winning intermediate titles.
It is indeed. As Aura Naveen will pause for that. So we're almost ready to go. Referee is Christopher Burke from Hollycarra. Martin Kennedy, one of the linesmen. The fourth official is Martin Murphy from Ballinrobe. As we said, Tourmackeady, they've had a little bit of a dip. They had a phenomenal success there in the early part of the 2010s, and they were building for the future there all the time, and it just stagnated a small bit.
It did, but it's like a lot of country clubs, Tom. The population isn't there, and they're suffering to get numbers out and all this kind of thing. But you just look across Malina, like All Ireland club champions, not able to qualify for the intermediate semi-finals this year. So that's the way it's turning. It turns in different directions all the time.
It is cyclical, particularly with rural clubs. They get heavily hit with immigration and maybe not families moving into the area. But as it stands today, it's all about the Junior B final, and we're underway. The referee, Christopher Buck, throws the ball up in the air. Tourmackeady win the early break. Stephen O'Neill has a runner coming strong. It's Thomas Staunton. He's inside the 45. He's been trying to shepherd it out to the sideline. Little coming around on the looper on is John Green. He goes in field to the player that starts at 21, but that's a wild slash at that off the left boot and goes wide
Yeah, a good build-up play there right from the back, and number 5 there, Thomas Stanton, made a great run up the field. And it looked like there was going to be a score set up, but ended with a bad wide.
Bad wide indeed. So the Cool Barras had to go over the famous wall here in Claremorris to get a Lee Rogie, because they're at a premium out in that pitch at the moment. So
I'm sure there's about 30 balls here today, so we should be able to get a spare one down there.
Well, Michael Kelly's had his little jog for the day. Hopefully, he has the cap on as the sun is going to be right into his eye line as he goes to hit this ball. For the moment, the flags have gone still, so the ball should travel really well. The referee has blown his whistle. He says there was a bit of a push in the back, I think, there on Jack Madden. So it's going to be a free for Eastern Gaels. Little dink kick pass from Jack Madden, and Eastern Gaels are breaking down the right hand side. Dean Lyons held up, looks to go back to his midfielder, but that was behind the hands of Luke Mannion, and Tourmackeady can launch from their own 45. Look, Tourmackeady play a running style of football, Billy, and it's going to make these Eastern Gaels player turn and face their own goal a lot today.
It's shown at the moment the support play, the players coming off the shoulder continuously, and they're playing good ball inside. So
yeah, John Gresham does really well there, and he's laying the ball off on the ball again here. The diminutive figure, number 15, his left leg heavily bandaged. He was a bit of a doubt, I understand, for this game, but they're cutting through here. Great run here by Matthew Gibbons. Up to the 21, there's another shot at the posts. This time it's over the bar. Good opening score of the game. Goes to Tourmackeady.
Yeah, great score from Gibbons there, because the last effort went about 10 yards wide, but you know, once he got on that left boot, he was having a go at the goals, and that's the thing to do when you get into positions like that, Tom. You shoot.
You take every advantage you can, and it's long ball again from Michael Kelly out around the middle again. Breaking a good head there by Tomas Stanton. He's seen plenty of the ball in the opening 4 or 5 minutes of this game, but the ball is turned over, and coming away is Dean McGarry. Cornerback Ronan Ford back there helping out, launching it forward. McGarry again looking for top of the left. Coming out to meet it is Michael McGarry. He's faced up by 2 black shirts, but there's a player free just on the edge of the 30, but it's a loose hand pass again, and that's a couple of occasions now, Billy, where the hand pass has been behind the player.
Yeah, and you know, the Tourmackeady are really crowding back the defence. They're getting the numbers back there, Tom, right in the danger area where you need the numbers, and they're not allowing the Eastern Gaels to get a shot in.
Brian Prendergast said there's a Tourmackeady player down. Oh, it's just the boot. I think the shoelaces have come undone, so he's just going to get those tied as the game continues on, and it's Aaron Conroy pops it off to Stephen O'Neill. Cannonball. The call is look for a runner, and it's Jamie Welch from the corner back now, pushing forward, member of their minor team a couple of years ago, and they're coming across the field now again to Tomas Staunton, the captain. Very big influence on this game, and he hits a shot from offside the right boot. What a score! That's a score to grace any level.
Yeah, that could happen in Croke Park, and the crowd would be going wild about it. That's brilliant. And once it left his boot, Tom, there you could see it. He hit it with the outside of the boot, and it turned right in. Brilliant.
Yeah, super finish there from Tomas Stanton, and the ball goes out again, and it's broken kindly this time for Eastern Gaels. They've working the ball along their own half back line. They're yet to have a score. They have got in behind the Tourmackeady defence, but as Billy says, they look to pack that 30-metre area, the large square as well. They don't want to concede goals at any stage, as Eastern Gaels are finding it difficult to get out of their own 45 at the moment, and eventually they get the ball over to Nathan McGarry. McGarry gets it back again from James Murphy. Ronan Ford plays as a third midfielder out around the middle. Eastern Gaels, you can see the Gary Moore influence with a line of 4 or 5 across the middle, Billy.
Yeah, indeed, yeah, they're trying to defend fairly well and
launch counter-attack here. They're probing this Tourmackeady defence. Tourmackeady have 13 players behind their own 45, as there's a shot here from range, and that's a really good score. Well taken score. Opens Eastern Gaels' account. 2 points to 1. We have 5 minutes on the clock, and
that's the way you break down that kind of defence, Tom. You know, you get a good ball inside and then shoot, rather than getting too many numbers in there and getting all crowded out.
Yeah, open score there. Shingling, good finish as Lee Tolan Jennings goes long out to the middle, taken cleanly by Niall Donoghue. Takes his mark, gets his head up looking for an option. Plays it a bit of a 50-50 ball, and Tomas Stanton barged into the fullback for Eastern Gaels. It was Michael Wardren. It was captain on captain, and there was no intent, but he's come off the worst here. But they're going forward Eastern Gaels, and that's the right half forward. Dean Lyons with a lovely finish ties it up, but there's going to be a change here. I think he's done his shoulder. They're indicating straight away something's wrong. I think he's broken his they're saying he's something broken, I think. You think you can see it here? He's broken his arm, and that's a big blow, and that's really unfortunate. There was a
full back, the captain, is it?
Yeah, it's the captain. It was Tomas Staunton. He was just trying to get the ball, and I think he's feeling a little bit of the collision as well. He's gone down on one knee here, but it looks like unfortunately Michael Wardren's game is over, and he's looks like he's potentially broken his arm. We hope he's okay. He's going to be. He's hopefully it's not too serious. But if it is broken, it'll take time to heal him. And as always, the physicians are on site, and it was just a football collision, busy. Really unfortunate,
accidental. And it's just a pity the captain in the first few minutes of a game. That's heartbreaking. In a big
influence back there in that full back line. So the change is going to be made. They're going to bring in. So just getting them ready now, but the game get back underway here. 2 points each, 7 minutes gone in the first half, and Tourmackeady are being crowded out around the middle, as pushing forward is Luke Mannion, forcing Aaron Conroy back into his own 45. Chip pass forward, finds a player free out around the middle. Niall O'Donoghue's always looking for ball inside, as Stephen Staunton is trying to move the ball around and just see what's the options are. They're dropping numbers back, and there's a foul there. Didn't seem to be much in that, but the referee, Christopher Burke, feels it was a foul, so there's going to be an opportunity for them to
great standard of football at the moment in the first 10 minutes, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both teams moving the ball pretty fast and great accuracy in the passes.
There's another shot at the target, but that's poor decision making, you'd have to say there. But the game has gone into a bit of a lull there, unfortunately, with that injury to Michael Waldron. And we hope, as we said, his recovery goes well. It's not too severe, but it's kind of muted the atmosphere at the moment.
It has indeed, yeah.
And a good kick out there. Ball is broken. Referee says there was a push in the back, so it has to go back to the infringement and get the game back underway. So there's just a little bit of readjusting. And Brendan O'Gara is the player who's replaced Michael Waldron, as Eastern Gaels look to drive forward the cornerback Nathan Hessian, but was a loose pass, but eventually got to. That's a bit of a wild one. He tried to soccer flick it past his man. The referees brought it back for the foul, and I think he might be taking a name here, Billy.
Could be a card here, I think, maybe, Tom.
He just flicked the ball away from his toes, and he just caught
it. Tackle coming in.
So Finton Ford and Tony Corcoran have made their change there for, as we said, Michael Waldron. They're going to have an opportunity here to let one ball in. It's going to be a free over on the far side. Dean Lyons into the Nathan Hessian. As we know now in the modern game, Billy, numbers on shirts don't really mean anything, as any player can pop up in any position. But as that was another loose hand pass inside, and it drops short inside, and Lee Jennings does really well to avoid the contact and comes out with the ball for Tourmackeady, looking to get them moving again. 2 points each. Coming up to 9 minutes gone in the first half here, live for your Mayo GATV, the Junior B County Championship final. Good running here from Martin Carr, driving Tourmackeady forward, but he loses the ball in the contact. Really good turnover for Eastern Gaels. As we said, the Gary Moore influences there, pack the numbers in the middle.
The numbers back,
and then launch from there, as they're trying to get in behind the Tourmackeady defence here. Carrying the ball forward is Luke Mannion. Comes back out to the corner forward of Evan Godfrey, but that shot is blocked down and it's gone for a 45. So the game, as you said, Billy, even yesterday with Sean Carey, we were doing the Junior A final, and the quality of some of the score taken and the interchange of play on both sides was exceptional, and the comment was made that the gap say, take out the maybe 7 or 8 teams in Mayo, from junior football to intermediate football, there's not a massive gap anymore.
Like you know, Kilmino and Kilcommon playing in the final yesterday, and here's this final today, and I'm sure those teams would live with those as well, like, you know.
So the 45 is going to be by Michael McGarry. He's got all of that, and he's put that over the bar. 3 points to 2. Eastern Gaels come from behind, 3 scores on the spin for them, and that's a really good comeback.
That's a brilliant score there. You could see the way he came into it. You know, 3 or 4 steps back. There was no fancy dancing coming in, Tom, and he just done the business.
Just put his foot through the ball. None of this shuffling the feet.
No.
It's as you say, Billy. It's strictly come dancing has come into free taking in 45s. But at the moment, Eastern Gaels are in the ascendancy here, recovering from that injury to their captain, and they're in behind Tourmackeady again. Here, there's a player free. They've worked it to the edge of the square, coming across off the post and in. Superb score from the wing back Jack Madden. Started the move from the 45. Little gives and goes, kept his run going. The hand pass came across the square, and he flung himself at it and in off the post. Super score.
Yeah, great score. Like and you know, the guy that with the ball, you know, he wasn't selfish. He seen the man in a better position and gave that final pass, and bang, ball into the back of the net. Great
Staunton's down again. I think he's felt the effects of the challenge on Michael Waldron as well. He's not looking in a good way either. It's his knee, or is it?
It looks like a knee or an ankle maybe, or something. Yeah.
It's quad maybe is what he's indicating to the physio. But as we said, Michael Waldron, the captain, I think he's gone off now to get seen to.
He'd be going away,
Yeah, but Tomas Staunton is back on his feet, so he's in a position, another influential player for Tourmackeady. He's their talisman as they go short this time. Little chip kick out to Martin Carr, and he's off to the races, being shadowed well there, trying to turn the ball over. Good work by Michael McGarry to stop his run, but gives away the free. Christopher Burke, the referee from Hollymount, says there was a push there, so it's going to be Staunton. He's gone long outside of the right boot, like when he took the point there a few moments ago, but that's it, gone over the top. There's 3 Eastern Gaels players back there, and
they're really putting back the cover, Tom.
Good running here again from Dean Lyons.
See them running now.
Yeah, they're breaking in waves, and the corner back has pushed forward. Lyons has options if he wants to go, but that's well intercepted. But again, it was noticeable there.
Yeah, the movement was great.
Yeah, Matthew Gibbons pushes them forward now, gives it to Stephen Staunton. Staunton trying to cut inside, up to the 45, looking for a pass, lays it off to the full forward, Niall Donoghue. Donoghue has a player available, gets it back, he's up to the 21, he has a quick look at the posts, adjusts his feet and gets that over the bar. Good response from Tourmackeady from the goal.
Good score, yeah, good build-up play, and they just got the turnover here in their half back line, and they made it pay at the other end of the field.
Yeah, so it's 1-3-3, just the goal separating the two sides here. It's been an entertaining opening quarter, Billy, as we approach the first water break, and Tourmackeady, who were in the ascendancy for the opening part of the game, Eastern Gaels have responded really, really well, getting almost 1-3 without reply, and then Tourmackeady got their reply now, and they're just trying to stagnate and hold up the Eastern Gael runners, but they're coming through in waves, and they're cutting through again here with Ethan Owens, and he's caught late, but the game continues. Luke Mannion, he's fouled the referee. He's got the free, and the combination of Mannion and Owens there in the middle of the field is causing problems for Tourmackeady.
Yeah, but their movement is very good, and their support play is brilliant, Tom. And they're getting the numbers. Once they win the ball back, they have the numbers on the shoulder coming up, and it's very hard to counter that.
So it's going to be another opportunity for Michael McGarry. He scored that peach of a 45 a moment ago. This one, you'd think it'd just be a simple chip shot for him, the way he struck that one. And indeed it is just off the inside of the post and went over. But again, as you said, Billy, just walk up to it and strike it, put your foot through it.
Just a lovely style, lovely style. It's
so
like Modest Fitzgerald.
Reeling in the ears there now, Billy.
Yeah.
But it's 1-4 now for Eastern Gaels, 3 points Tourmackeady. As the sun shines down here on Father Gibbons Park in Claremorris, the Junior B Championship on the line. Broken. Darren knocks it down, and it's Tomas Staunton again. Takes it back to Darren Connell, trying to work an angle, comes around on the loop. There's a player free on the far side if he wants to use him. Pushing forward is John Burke from Cornerback, but on his bike here is Matthew Gibbons. He's going forward. He plays it over the top, trying to find a teammate, but that was a loose ball, but it's broken kindly here. Trying to work an angle here is he's left and right. They're having to go all the way back out the 45 because Eastern Gaels, as Billy alluded to, are both teams playing a very similar defensive style and having to probe around the periphery. And he cuts inside here. Stephen Staunton says there's a switch on if he wants it. But there's
13 back there.
Yeah, there is. They're finding little or no real estate inside. But good little flick here from John Green, works it back to Staunton. There's a hand pass over, but that's a bit loose. And Eastern Gaels is a push in the back.
Yeah, good defence from Eastern Gaels. They have the numbers back there, and they haven't given away free yet.
Yeah, they're very patient in their play.
Yeah, very disciplined in their tackles.
Reminiscent of a Finton Ford in his heyday.
Well, Finton never fouled.
Much. Not when the referee was looking anyway. As Eastern Gaels are back on the attack. Dean McGarry driving forward. Steps is the call, but he gets away with a little kick pass for it. He's hit late after the ball is played, and that's going to be probably a booking for Stephen O'Neill because there was two fouls. There was a foul. The player was hit when the ball was kicked, and then there was a foul by the fullback, David Prendergast, on Michael McGarry. So we're just going to check and see. But Dean McGarry took a big hit there as he played the ball into the corner, and the linesman Martin Kennedy is coming over just to confer with the referee, just to see what the result will be. But I don't think there's any bookings going on. It was as we said, just a late half.
They're using that boot pass beautifully from, we'll say, midfield to half forward line. They're shoving it in there fast.
Yeah, they're trying to get in behind that blanket defence that Tourmackeady has.
It's working so far now.
Indeed. And it's going to be McGarry again. He's on a roll at the moment. The breeze will be into his face, and he sets this one off again. And it's another one for Michael McGarry as the referee Christopher Burke blows the whistle for the water break. And Billy, it's the Michael McGarry show at the moment.
Is there a better kicker in Mayo, Tom? I tell you, the style, he makes it so simple, because you see free takers now, and they have to go through all kinds of motions. This guy just stands still, concentrates, 3 steps,
bang,
foot through it.
It's been
technique.
Very great technique. It's been a very entertaining game. As we said, Tourmackeady had the better of it for the opening 7-8 minutes. Yeah. Eastern Gaels started to get a foothold in midfield.
They are on top.
And Luke Mannion and Ethan Owens with Dean McGarry there in the midfield. As you said, they're looking for that break inside. They're passing the ball. They're moving it around.
They are, and they're defending brilliantly now. Brilliantly. Yeah.
As we said, they've recovered well from the injury to their captain Michael Waldron. We wish him well in his recovery. But Finton Ford and Tony would be very happy with what they've seen from their team.
Their work done, their homework done. They have just a lovely style of football. Defending well, breaking fast, getting into attack fast, and taking the scores. So what more would you look for, Tom, in any team?
Yeah. It's as we said, it's
perfect display.
At the moment it is, as the players make their way back onto the field. I mean, Eastern Gaels had a fairly easy semi-final against Kilfian, and then both had big wins in the quarter-finals. Eastern Gaels defeated Lacken, and Tourmackeady taking Kilmovee for 3-14-5. But as we said, Billy, the standard of play and the quality of the skills has been very good to see. A few loose passes agreed, but overall
it's just a brilliant game of football.
So the game gets back underway, and Jennings chips it out.
Both goalies is brilliant. They're finding their man all the time.
And pushing the back there on Darren McCollum. So it's going to be a free for Tourmackeady just outside their own 45. He's getting his head up, looking for options. Coming from deep is Porrick Lydon. He's going to try and release it inside. There's a one-on-one if they want to use it, but good defending by Nathan McGarry back there, and he wins the ball, and he's got it free. So good tight mark in there.
Good defence again. They're getting the hand in. No fouls.
No.
Just getting the hand in, knocking the ball away.
It's as you said. There's been 3 frees out here for Eastern Gaels. They've been very distant, and that's a good ball forward again. McGarry out in front, wins it well. Little bit of a push in the back there. He's turned the fullback David Prendergast. He's trying to get back and help McGarry. He's inside again. There's a player free at the edge of the square. Fist pass, and that's over the bar. Looked like it was going to be pushed into the goal, and that's that man again, Dean McGarry, and he's been popping up on this left hand side and in around the edge of the large square, Billy. But there was a goal chance there.
But Michael McGarry done all the work there. You know, he took on the defence, got in there, and then made the right decision once more. Like, they're making those decisions in close to goal. They're giving the ball to the guy in the best position to score.
They are indeed, and that's why they lead 1-5-3 at the moment. Tourmackeady haven't scored for several minutes, and that'll be a bit of a worry for the Tourmackeady management as they're trying to build now from the centre. Stephen Staunton. Eastern Gaels getting that wall of gold and blue back, and they're trying to stop any momentum, and they give away a free just outside the 45, and there's a bit of just handbag stuff there, just trying to get the ball into position as the spectators on the foul's far side shield their eyes from the sun that's coming across the pitch and know the foul given. But again, Eastern Gaels have been very, very disciplined, as you say, Billy, in their defending. They're not giving away fouls close to goal.
Nothing, no frees, no.
Outcome wins. John Green wins it back, gives it back out. Again, Tourmackeady are going to have to work it around the edges as Aaron Conroy comes over, goes in field, gives it to Stephen Staunton. He's looking for a runner. Donahue, he breaks inside, drops the ball in the contact, but coming it back around again is Staunton. He's going to have a go, and that's just crept inside the right hand upright. Nice little finish, but they made hard work of that, Billy.
They made it hard work, and a great tackle again by the Gaels. Like, they just got a hand in, flipped it away, but it broke kindly again to them and got a good score at the end of the day, again off the outside the boot. Great score.
But Brendan Prendergast and Brian Naughton, Michael Staunton won't be too happy with some of the decision making as Eastern Gaels are losing the ball. The place slipped on down. Good strong challenge there by Jack Madden, scorer of the goal. And can't keep possession, pushing the back. The Tourmackeady are building again. Player advantage coming here, driving forward is Matthew Gibbons. Gibbons being faced up, gets it off to Lydon. Lydon has a look at the post. It's just gone to the right and wide, and the referee allowed the advantage to build there. And the ball, it was just a bit too high. It was just too much height.
It was. They could have made a few more plays there, Tom, before they took the shot. You know, get it into a better position, get it in closer to goal to shoot.
Yeah, that's maybe their third wide of the game, and they can't afford to be missing those chances. Super flick on by Luke Mannion. Gets Dean Lyons away. He's looking for the McGarry again. McGarry out in front of his man. He's going to try and bring this one around, but it's just outside the right hand upright. But his style is upright style,
and he's shown well, Tom. He's shown for every pass there.
But it's the danger.
Michael would have played Mayo.
He did, yeah.
For Mayo.
Oh, yeah. But he's a quality player. But as you said, they're looking for him every time. They'll get their head up. They're looking for that ball inside, and Tourmackeady haven't put anybody back in front of him, which you'd think they might well do. Kick out to the middle, taken well by Stephen O'Neill. He stopped. It looked like he was going for the mark, but didn't call it, so just kept going forward. Pádraig Lydon chips it forward, trying to find a runner, but he wasn't alive to the ball inside, and that's meat and drink to the Eastern Gaels full back line, and they can build again. Shane Glynn coming around on the loop, looking for options, comes in field. He's getting pressured by the Tourmackeady corner forward. John Green doing powerful of work. Couldn't get the early ball inside, but Eastern Gaels are making little advantages, little moves forward. Every play, every ball is considered, it's measured.
They have the numbers across here, as you see, Tom.
Yeah, there's 14 back there, and they really have a player free just on the edge here. It's Ronan Ford, cuts in field. He has a look at the post. Ronan Ford never really made a good contact. I think he was trying to emulate Michael McGarry there for a moment, but the connection wasn't clean. But that's probably maybe only the first really poor decision they've made in the opening half.
That's it. Yeah, their play up to this has been exceptional. You know, they're finding their man. The runners running off the shoulder. You know, it's all good for Eastern Gaels so far, but you never rule out to Tourmackeady.
Martin Carr driving forward from a short kick pass, a little give and go, but again out in front of his man is Nathan McGarry, and that's superb defending. That's twice now in succession. He's beaten Pádraig Lydon to that ball.
He's just getting that half step out in front of his marker, which is vital for any defender.
That's that reminiscent of Tony Corcoran in his heyday.
Yes,
As we said, you can see that influence everywhere. But Eastern Gaels are, as we said, enjoying a period of domination here. They've played a lovely angled ball in, could just slightly on his bootlaces, couldn't get it up, but a super delivery inside by the corner forward, Ronan Ford. As we said, he likes to play outside this 45. He plays as a third midfielder. There's a third player tackle here. Stephen O'Neill has sent a Eastern Gaels player to the ground. He's the referee caught it, so that's a bit of a poor decision there by Stephen O'Neill just to check his run.
It was a brilliant ball by Ford. I mean, he squeezed it in through defenders, and if McGarry got that in his hands, I think there was trouble.
There was. It was almost like a quarterback throwing that ball through the eye of a needle.
I could see David printing his head. Thank God you dropped it.
So we're going to have a free for Michael McGarry. He's, as we said already, put over a super 45. This will be about 46. And as we said, the breeze now picked up a little bit in the last few minutes. It's going to be coming from his right. So he'll probably start this outside the right-hand upright and bring it around. He's cut that one. He's got it on the breeze, and he's put that over the bar. An absolute peach of a score for Michael.
I'm speechless, Tom. That is an exhibition of dead ball kicking. That should be taped and showed to everybody around the place.
It'll be on the Mayo GA TV side for the skills coaches and the games development officers around the county. As you said, Billy, no messing around, no toe tapping, and
you see, fellas do so much dancing, Tom, that I mean they lose control of what they're doing.
And it's Eastern Gaels again have a free in the middle of the field. They have a player free every time on this near side. Ronan Ford is available for ball, and he's pushing them forward as Eastern Gaels cut inside. Mannion thought about taking a shot over carrying Tourmackeady, wanted, but they go back in field. Shane Glynn takes a solo. Good pressure from Tourmackeady, and they've turned the ball over. Darren McConnell goes away with the ball. Player ahead of him if he needs him. Ford gives away the foul as Shane Glynn is slow to get up there. He looks a bit looked like he took a bit of a bang as Rachel Tierney, the physio for Eastern Gaels, comes over. Rachel, of course, was involved with the Mayo Ladies senior team this year. Herself and a club woman here, Colleen.
Have really taken over.
They've definitely taken over as Eastern Gaels funnel their numbers back and to try and stop the raids forward, as Niall O'Donoghue has found himself coming outside the 45 trying to get on ball, create a bit of an option, but again that's a 50-50, and if you're going to put that out, Nathan McGarry has the number of John Green inside, but they managed to win it back again. They need a score before half time, Billy. We have in and around 27 minutes gone, and it's going to be an over carry this time. But again, as you say, very disciplined defending.
Yeah, McGarry's outstanding there in that number 2 position.
He's marshalled it well back there after as we said, the loss of Michael Waldron. For those of you who may be tuning in late, he went off with a bang. That was a strong challenge. David Prendergast coming at you like a train with the ball is the last thing you want to be hit with. Ethan Owens, he bounced himself back straight up off the ground.
He didn't make a meal out of it. He didn't lie down for 5 minutes.
And some would say, Billy, they're the junior challenges coming in left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
But it's Tourmackeady on the attack. They need another score before half time. Aaron Conroy hits the ground spinning around, and he's trying to get the ball back up into his hands. The referee said there was a foul. The first foul that Eastern Gael have given away inside their 21. But the challenges of Tourmackeady and Eastern Gael, no player is shying away or pulling out.
No, but there's great sportsmanship in it. Like, I mean, there's no fella staying on the ground looking for somebody to get a card or anything like that.
So it's going to be an opportunity for Tourmackeady. As we said, they haven't scored for about. They got one score in the last few minutes, and it's going to be the left foot of Porrick Lydon, and he's pushed that to the left one, and that's another wide for them. I think I make that their 4th wide of the game so far.
4,
And Eastern Gaels have been very economical. They've only had the one wide, and 2 foot and the 45, which they converted. So you'd have to be thinking that they're going to have to improve that in full forward line. They're trying to find line inside on his own one-on-one. Green and McGarry and Nathan Hessian back there, the two cornerbacks, have been cleaning up.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
Runner coming from deep if they want him, Dean McGarry, but he's gone off on his bike all on his own. He's pushing forward Hessian. He's into the 45, little flip pass, trying to get away from his marker. Comes in field. Godfrey looking for McGarry, but there was better defensive work there by John Burke, and the referee says that's going to be a free out.
Defence by John Burke there. He just got a hand in.
Yeah, it looks like they've doubled up on McGarry. Finally, they've put John Burke back there, and they're trying to get David Prendergast back there to try and double up as well. So they're trying to cut out that supply line, as Tourmackeady need another score before half time. You feel 1-6-4. The Junior B Tier 4 Championship final live on Mayo GA TV, and we've had some feast of football over the weekend, Billy. Some really good football played, no more than the intermediate final yesterday. Mayo Gaels coming from behind to claim a famous win, and they'll be playing senior football next year.
They will indeed, yeah, and it's a while since they played senior before, Tom.
Yeah, indeed.
I think I was with them when they went up senior before. Yeah, and that's a way back now.
I'd say there's a few sore heads around the parish this morning.
I think there's a shortage of booze in Ball, I reckon.
Oh, is it? They have it drunk, is it?
It's gone. Yeah, the pubs are clean.
The pubs. So Billy's recommendation is go to your nearest off licensers.
I'd like to go to Ball as well, you know.
just to rub it in and the salt in the wounds, Billy. I'm sure they weren't too quiet going through on the way back. But here there's a concern for Tourmackeady. It's I think it's Martin Carr, the wingback, who's his ankle seems to needs a drop of the Ishka just to make sure he's okay to continue. And Eastern Gaels will be content with what they've seen so far, and it'll be.
I like the speed of Gibbons there. You know, he's running from half back and he makes 50 yards. Great pace. So
the game is just having a bit of a lull, and it's 11. Aaron Conroy, Tourmackeady
have loads of possession too.
They have, yeah. No,
it's turning it into scores.
Well, unfortunately, they can't get the ball to stick in their full forward line. Yeah. So it's going to be Porrick Leiden with the free. He'll be about 30 metres out by the time he strikes it. He makes a decent connection with his left boot, but that's gone to the right and wide. And there's the half-time whistle. So at half-time here in Father Gibbons Park, it's Eastern Gaels 1-6. Tourmackeady 4. They've been guilty of five bad wides, and those 5 missed opportunities could have them level.
Could, yeah, certainly, because they have enough of play to be in this game, you know, but they don't have the same threat as Eastern Gaels inside with McGarry, and he's been the main threat there.
None of the full forward line have scored for Tourmackeady. It's not been a fluid enough performance from their forward line. Whereas if you've got McGarry inside, he's hit a goal in 4. You know, so their return is much higher. He's the threat on the field, and to be fair, as you said, Billy, he's out in front every time. Yeah,
he's shown every time, and it's a sign of a great quality player that does those kind of things. It's brilliant.
So at the break here, it's Eastern Gaels who lead. We're going to take a short break here ourselves to warm ourselves up. Rejoin us in about 5 minutes. Welcome back to Claremorris for the second half of the Junior B Championship final between Eastern Gaels and Tourmackeady. Tourmackeady find themselves 1-7-4 down at half time. And as Eastern Gaels make their way back onto the pitch, Billy, I'm sure there was plenty of discussions in the Tourmackeady dressing room about how they can turn this around.
Yeah, I'm sure as the man says, they got full of the needle there, Tom, because, you know, you look at the Eastern Mayo Gaels and Ballyhonus. I'm sure James Fallon at half time had some stern words to say to the Gaels, and they came out a different team second half, and that can happen.
Oh yeah, so we've got word at half time there that Michael Waldron, the captain, has actually broken his wrist, but he's still hanging around. He wants to be here for the celebration should Eastern Gaels win. We're just having a look here and see if there's been any changes at half time. We're just having a look and see, and we're just checking the jersey numbers and everything, but don't think there's been any changes at the half as of the moment. It's as you were for both sides as they finished. So we're back underway. Referee Christopher Burke throws it up, and Tourmackeady are going to have to come out and play and drive forward, but Eastern Gaels are deemed to have fouled the ball, and Tourmackeady are looking to get the game going really quickly. Popped it up to the top to Porrick Lydon. Has a runner coming off his shoulder at pace, good running from Staunton, has to come back inside, has another look at the post. He's going to try and cut this one with the outside of his right boot, but that's gone to the right and wide, and not
wides are mounting up, Tom. Yeah,
they are indeed. They're going to be costly at the end, Billy, if they don't start finding their range.
That's 6 now, and they need to get on the scoreboard pretty fast in the second half.
Ball goes driven long again by Kelly. Brilliant ball, and he takes it full into the man's hands. Shane Glynn, and they're inside again. Out in front is McGarry. McGarry being chased down by John Burke. He's not got there. He cuts inside, drops the ball. Get up, says the referee. No foul. And there's consternation on the sideline here with Eastern Gaels and the supporters. They felt it was a foul. That could that have repercussions further along the line? We'll find out as Tourmackeady are driving forward themselves. Long ball forward. It's going to go over the head of the intended target, and it breaks kindly for Eastern Gaels, but they lose the ball in the possession as Mannion and Eastern Gaels looking to recover from that opportunity. Pushing forward again is the wing back Jack Madden. He's ahead if he wants to use him, but instead it goes in field to the midfielder, and a lovely little chip pass run. Luke Mannion has lost the ball in the contact here in the middle of the field, kept his run going all the way with the ball carrier, stayed in line with the play.
That's a brilliant score there, worked again by the support play, off the shoulder, giving the right pass, getting the guy to the ball to the guy in the best position. But that was a foul, Tom. That was a free in. But if that was a score, 2 kicks to the ball. Yeah.
And they were inside, so that's the danger. Some warning signs are there for Eastern Gaels, for Tourmackeady, as Eastern Gaels are. Their counter-attack, Billy, is just absolutely joy to behold. The way that they, as you say, just kick the ball and let the ball do the work, as Tourmackeady are trying to do that themselves, but they turn the ball over again. They're not able to retain possession inside that full forward line, and Eastern Gaels are coming forward in numbers, but that's a loose solo by Mannion, and it's going to be a free for Tourmackeady. And Tourmackeady aren't hanging around here. They're trying to get in behind quickly themselves. They have options left, right, if they want to use them. Darren pulled as he tries to get there's an advantage coming. McConnell has shot just to the left and wide, but the referee is going to bring it back for the free. There was an advantage being played. If that had nestled in the bottom left corner, Billy, it would have been some strike.
It was a good effort. It was a great strike, but just wide, and it's a score they need badly, Tom, to get them back and get them going.
Yeah, they need something to re-energise them. They need something to.
And it was the one time they got Eastern Gaels out of position that they hadn't the numbers back.
Yeah, they caught them out with a quick free, and they had players forward. But so Lydon taps that over, and that brings them up to 5. They still have a bit of a mountain to climb here, Billy. They're as I said, their full forward line from open play just isn't working. Ball great chipped out forward again, and Eastern Gaels are getting primary possession around the middle, and they're running the ball, turning Tourmackeady back towards their own goal, and that's Hessian again pushing forward from corner back. Chips it forward to Ronan Ford. Ford back to Hessian. He's going to try a little pass inside towards McGarry. I'm not sure if he was looking for the runner or taking the shot. I think he was caught between two minds.
Yeah, he was. Just didn't land.
Jennings is going to get us back underway here. He was a part of the Mayo minor panel there a couple of years ago when they won the Connacht title.
Good kick
Great
out.
mark taken by Staunton on the far side. Coming from deep is Pádraig Lydon. Tourmackeady trying to create a little bit more movement, a little bit of impetus. They need something to spark them, as Billy said. There's a chance here. They have a player over, and he's going to have a potted goal, but that's
Wide.
flashed.
Another one, yeah.
There's another wide for Tourmackeady, so they've had 2 opportunities to get 2 scores,
Yeah.
and
They're
they've
getting a
put them
little
wide.
bit more space when they attack, Tom. They're threatening a little bit more.
They're transitioning the ball a little bit faster. They're not
yeah.
running the ball through the
Yeah.
hand. They're trying to get that ball similar to what Eastern Gaels are doing, trying to get it into the danger zone as fast as possible. But their accuracy has just been off today, and Eastern Gaels have been, as you said, have been defending superbly, as Tourmackeady and their supporters want a little bit more. Strong run here coming from wing back is Martin Carr. He's not used, but that's a blatant push in the back, and that's going to be a free out. And Eastern Gaels take it quickly.
That's
but
McGarry again.
yeah, he's down on the ground. He hasn't got up from that challenge. He hit the turf at a little bit of speed. Tourmackeady earn a free themselves and just outside their own 45, taken quickly. Jamie Welsh. Player challenged as he struck the ball cleanly, says the referee, and Eastern Gaels are happy to reel a start with Shane Glynn. Glynn over to Ford. Little interplay of hand passes. That was a poor hand pass. There was an advantage coming, as well as 2 Tourmackeady players are on the ground pushing them forward. Here is Niall Donoghue. Plays it forward to Jack Gresham, trying to cut inside. He's been marshalled by Jack Madden, who scored that fine goal in the first half for Eastern Gaels. The referee said there was a bit of dissent, so he's brought the free up. So this should be a tap over free, you would think. And he's going to have a go at it himself, as Billy alluded to. They need something just to give them a spark, give them be it a score or a challenge or a block.
Minutes now they've been coming more into the game and they're looking more dangerous.
So the referee is actually having a word with Mannion, and Luke Mannion's got a yellow card for something he said to the referee. He disagreed with the decision. So Tourmackeady have this opportunity to try and cut the deficit another wee bit. And he taps that over the bar. So it's 1-8, plays 6. So Billy, it's a 5-point game.
5-point game, a goal could make an awful difference, and a long way to go in this game. And Tourmackeady have, they've taken a little bit of control around the middle of the field, and they're moving the ball into their attack a lot faster.
Yeah, so the likes of Stephen O'Neill and Darragh Connell have to try and get primary possession of the ball. Long kick out again from Kelly. That's missed its intended target, but there to pick up the pieces is Dean McGarry, and he has a runner ahead of him in the shape of James Murphy. And Murphy's held up, but McGarry kept his run going, flicked off to Ford, 13 metres. It goes back to the midfielder, comes to Ethan Owens. He's going to have a go with his left foot, and he's put that wide from 12 metres out. That's a poor finish. It should have just maybe punched it over the bar.
Yeah, it was a great chance there, and a great build-up of play again, and great hands, fast hands, support play again coming. Yeah, they just looked like they were going to get a score there. Yeah,
as the kick out just goes a little bit wrong for Tourmackeady, and it's Madden who's giving it in field. He's giving it to Godfrey. Godfrey comes in. Mannion comes across his black shirts block, and the great block down from a shot from Shane Glynn. And Tourmackeady come away with the ball after a malfunctioning kick out and a misunderstanding between goalkeeper and defender. And Tourmackeady's lines are still not clear here, as Stephen Staunton, the referee, says it's fouled. It looked like he'd maybe overcarried the ball, but it's going to be a free for Tourmackeady, and the game is back underway again.
Yeah, but the Gaels overdone the passing. There was a point for the taking, Tom.
There was, and again they've had a couple of opportunities in this opening, as McGarry's back there trying to help his defence, but the ball is won eventually, and the Eastern Gaels defence has slammed shut in Tourmackeady faces, and it's not really functioning at all here for Tourmackeady. They found it very, very difficult to get scores from play. As Billy alluded to, the defending from from Eastern Gaels has been superb. So the two Gaels could be winners on a weekend. As we said, Mayo Gaels intermediate winners for 2021. A strong challenge there by Prendergast, but they're going to take it on. And I think Dean Lyons was trying to emulate Tomas Staunton there in the first half with the outside of the right boot. Didn't
Yeah.
quite make the connection, so it's going to be a free again for restart again for Jennings. So players looking for ball. The Tourmackeady supporters are a little bit flat. There, a little bit of worry starting to set in now as the time is ticking down. We're approaching the second water break here in Claremorris, and Tourmackeady still haven't found a way to get through this Eastern Gale defence, and that's really good work there from James Murphy. Watched the action develop and then positioned himself in front of the Tourmackeady forward and just claimed the ball with ease. And Eastern Gales have found it very easy now to run through the Tourmackeady cover. Forward, pops it off, strong challenge, gives it away. There's a player free ahead trying to come inside as Mannion. He's fouled as he goes to claim the ball. Really good work there. And Tourmackeady are starting to look a little bit leggy.
Yeah,
Billy.
they are, and you know the Gaels play from defence to attack is just absolutely brilliant.
Sorry, it was Ethan Owens there who made that break. Ethan Owens, yeah, and it's going to be McGarry, who's, for him, this is literally a 9-iron.
Yeah, it is, yeah. But they're runners, they're running and coming off the shoulder. You know, Tourmackeady, you find it hard to cope with that.
He's gone for it. Oh, it's come off the crossbar. I'm not sure if he intended that. He mishit it. The goalkeeper saved it. It went up, popped up onto the crossbar. Nobody was alive to it. McGarry with his 9-iron didn't make a clean connection there.
I think he just didn't connect it there. That's all.
And it was a surprise to everybody.
Yeah,
None more so than Lee Jennings in the goal.
Yep.
And it's another goal chance that survived, and maybe Tourmackeady's luck is in if they can get some kind of rhythm and some kind of structure to their play. It's very there's no fluidity to it, and that's
just put your life on McGarry, on McGarry there.
They're trying to high ball in towards Staunton, and Staunton is fouled on the edge of the square. They've made that change. They've put Stephen O'Neill, in full forward, and it's free in now.
I think it's a hard enough call because he was backing into the defender, like.
Yeah, using experience, shall we say?
Yeah.
Not too reminiscent of another Stephen O'Neill we know.
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like that Tourmackeady's game plan has changed slightly. They're going to be looking to play that ball early in towards Stephen O'Neill, who's going to be positioned on the edge of the square. So this is going to be a free for Pádraig Lydon with his left foot. And he's popped that over, so it's now down to 4. And Billy, you'd have to think they've chipped away slowly.
They've closed the gap, and they're just playing better and playing more direct from midfield into the forward line. They're getting the ball in there faster.
1-8-7, 4-point game now. Tourmackeady have experienced a little bit of dominance around the middle, as you said there, but the two midfielders for Eastern Gales, Mannion and Owens, they're still pushing forward and still trying to cut through the defence as that kick out comes along, a blatant push in the back, and it was probably unnecessary as Aaron Conroy had watched the flight of the ball all the way, so the referee asked for the free to be taken from the correct position. Mannion didn't realise, or it was too close, so it's going to be a hot ball.
Those are some of the rules, Tom, that annoy me so much.
It's
a yard or two.
Does it make a difference? Maybe not, but the referee is the man in the middle who counts, and Eastern Gales win the throw up, and then they get their free now anyway, and they decide to put a bit of distance on it, and it's Michael McGarry who's back in midfield at the moment trying to help his team. So McGarry has come out around the middle for the moment, and they're looking for a little bit of few balls around, and that's Mannion loses the ball in the contact, but it's recovered by Hessian, and Hessian has found Dean Lyons. Lyons trying to get away from Matthew Gibbons. Godfrey trying to create a little bit of space for his left boot, and he's made a clean connection on that one, and that's a lovely finish from him, and that's a good score for him, and it's going to be tit for tat right to the end. So it's going to be a restart here for them, and it's coming. Tourmackeady win the ball again, and it's they're definitely got a little bit more energy now in the last, as we said, a few minutes. They've
certainly around the middle of the field. They're winning more possession there, Tom.
They just need to be careful. They have been caught out on 2 or 3 breaks, and there, as we said, Stephen O'Neill has positioned himself right on the edge of the square, and he's going to be looking for that little ball out in front of that high ball delivered in, but Tourmackeady are finding it difficult to release it at the moment as they come back in field. Bit of space here for Matthew Gibbons. Up to the 45, hand passing it forward. Little chip pass forward. I'm not entirely sure what Pádraig Lydon was doing. I'm not sure if he thought that Stephen O'Neill was on the edge of the square. He didn't. He just didn't make a full enough connection, and they're slowly approaching double figures for their wide, Billy.
It was a poor effort, really, because it was a shot was never on there. He should have been looking for the support.
Yeah, there's a Tourmackeady player down on the far side. I think it's Tomás Staunton, is it? He's been struggling since the first half. No, it's not him yet. No, it's not Staunton. There's going to be a substitution for Tourmackeady shortly. They brought in number 25, Paul Staunton. Just yet to see who's gone off. The referee's decided it's time for the water break anyway. So
a great score by Godfrey there.
Yeah, worked the ball on his left foot. He's been very quiet. He's a
great combination between himself and Lyons.
Yeah, little interchange of play, but that's what Tourmackeady need to be aware of at the same time. They're going to commit numbers forward. They're going to try and drive forward. They've seen a little bit of joy. They've eaten into that lead a small bit, but again, there's a. You have to say it's a 5-point lead again, Billy. It's 1-9 to 7. So they need another push as the players take on fluids for the final quarter of the game. So it's going to be an opportunity for the managers just to get the last few instructions on, get a little, see what they can do. And there's he's jogging over. He seems okay. He wants to continue his left foot. It's at the. Yeah, just coming over now, joining the rest of them. And
the water break can change things at times.
We've seen that. How many times have we seen that over the last 18 months, Billy? So,
but the Gaels seems to have it in hand.
Yeah, and it is theirs for the taking at the moment. And Fintan Ford and Tony Corcoran will be giving them the last few instructions just to try and keep it tight. Watch for the runners. Tourmackeady, they have to start committing numbers forward, Billy. You'd have to think playing just the one or two players inside that 21 just isn't working at the moment.
No, it's not working. No.
So, as the sun goes behind the clouds here, we've stayed dry. It's, as we said, it's a fairly fresh day, as the flags are still flying, the breeze coming across from the stand side. And later on this afternoon, Billy, we have the Senior Football Championship for the Mo Clare Cup, Knockmore and Belmullet.
Looking forward to that.
Who did you put the big money on?
Well, I backed Mayo Gaels and Belmullet
in the double
at the start.
I
didn't back them. If Belmullet win, I'd be crying.
You would have got a good price for the two of them, I think.
No, I've seen Belmullet last year against Garrymore and Ballina. I've talked about this several times, and I came away from that game saying,
they're coming.
Good team.
Yeah. So the final quarter is underway. We're going to have a winner in the next 15-16 minutes plus whatever the referee allowed. And Eastern Gaels get another opportunity to go inside. Good work there. Dean Lyons again driving forward, cuts in field. He has player free. Mannion's there. He's going to have a go with his left foot. Mannion makes full connection of that one. Super finish. Good start to the final quarter, and that puts it out to a 6-point lead.
Great score, Tom. But Lyons he's a bundle of energy there, and he does the right thing every time. He gets by his man and he gives the ball off to the guy in the best position. I keep talking about this, about the guy in the best position to score.
The Eastern Gaels are trying to pressure the Tourmackeady defence here, and it's going to be Tourmackeady are going to have to find another gear. They've certainly upped the game since the second half, and in there is the captain leading by example, but that's a high challenge.
Yep.
So it's going to be Howard Staunton wasn't too happy. So Ford is down. Martin Kennedy is there saying that there was he wants a word with the referee, does he? Is he bringing his attention to something? The two sidelines having a little bit of a tete-a-tete here. I don't think they're too happy, and there's a blood sub, I think is what the referee is calling for here. Ford is taking a bang to the face, so there's a blood sub needed on the Eastern Gaels team. He definitely got caught, so it was a bit of a high challenge alright from Tomás Staunton, but the referee hasn't taken any action. He's saying there's a free as the blood sub 18 comes in, and that's Paul O'Gara, so he'll be on for Ford as Eastern Gaels get us back in the action. Gets his first touch over there. Good play inside. Loose hand pass though for the first touch, but he manages to get back up into his hands. He's trying to work the ball and work the angles, and Dean McGarry loses it in the contact, and Tourmackeady get a free as tight to their own end line as possible, as both officials are trying to see what's going on there. Another substitution on the Tourmackeady team shortly. We're going to see number 18 come in for them, as Lee Tolan Jennings makes hard work of that Tourmackeady exit from their own half, and Stephen Staunton says enough is enough, we need to get forward. But again, they're only playing with the 2 players inside the 45 at the moment.
And there's a sweeper back there.
There is, and that's a high ball, and he's coming out, and out came O'Neill, but the hop beat him. He tried to come out and win it, and it just wasn't there. And Tourmackeady's opportunities are getting fewer and fewer, Billy, as the clock ticks away. Long ball forward, strong challenge again, and Staunton is caught and he's down injured now. That's the second or third, fourth bang he's had, as Dean Lyons is pushing forward using that pace. He's looking for an option. He finds it in Godfrey. Godfrey loses the ball in the contact, tries to get it up, can't get it, touches it on the ground, says the referee. It's going to be a free out, and I think Tomas Staunton's game could be over here.
He's been in the wars all day, I
he
suppose.
has, and
he puts his body on the line for everything. And
he's leading by example, as a good captain does.
Yeah.
As we said, it was an unfortunate contact between himself and Michael Waldron in the first half that resulted in his injury. But there's a substitution being made here again for Tourmackeady. Number, as we said, 18 is in, and Staunton is up on the far side, but he's gonna be sore tomorrow, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's still on his feet. Yeah,
he's still going. He's a hardy warrior. As Tourmackeady have to find something. They haven't really functioned inside at all as Martin Carr, and that's the ball they're looking for towards Stephen O'Neill, but that just goes out over the sideline. And
no, it's not working. That kind of ball is not working now, because they have the sweeper there, and they have that barred up.
If they're going to be trying to play that ball, that kind of ball, Billy, it has to be out in front. It can't be.
It has to be in front where he can come onto it,
Yeah, so Eastern Gaels will be happy to swallow up that kind of play all day, as the goalkeeper Michael Kelly gets us out this side. He's going to be looking for the wing back. He's looking for the run of James Murphy. There's 3 or 4 players going for it. There's a push in the back, says the referee. It's a foul by Oisin Fuelon, so Eastern Gaels have primary possession again. Nathan McGarry gives it to Mannion. Mannion goes one way, then the other. It flicks off the hands of Stephen Staunton, and that's going to be a sideline ball for Mayo Gaels, or for Eastern Gaels. McGarry's kick pass is blocked down. It's a bit of a here. It's that's junior football at its best here, Billy, as there's bodies flying everywhere, as one of the mentors is getting involved here as well. And it's getting all taken out of it. It's all kicking off here on the sideline.
You can't beat it, Tom, can you?
It's just a passion and
although I think when a foul goes in, you give a free right away. So the first foul didn't.
No, and then it escalated from there. No,
then the next one,
and then the next one. Yeah, and then the sideline gets involved, and it's all very unnecessary, and it's all very.
I think it's good for
there's no need for it.
I thought the Eastern Gaels man was fouled. He was taken down.
Yeah,
it should have been a free right away. That would have stopped it all.
Yeah,
but it developed from there then.
Yeah, so there's 2 Eastern Gaels players needing attention here. I think it's Luke Mannion who was caught initially, and then it escalated from there. The other midfielder, Ethan Owens, is back on his feet, thankfully. So both of them are up. So it's all got a little bit out of hand and unnecessary. The game has been played in a really good spirit up until this point, and I think the frustrations of the Tourmackeady players maybe are eking out a small bit here, as the game is back underway. Stephen Staunton gets the ball. He's fouled. It's going to be a free for Tourmackeady. The ball is kicked away, so the referee,
bring it in now,
Christopher Burke, is going to bring that up inside the 45. And as we said, Billy, the game had been played in a fairly amicable way. Tough, and as you said, there was strong challenges. There was nothing untoward, and as we say, there's a little bit of messing going on now, and it's just taking the gloss off it a small bit. Oh, Shino Fuel on. If he brings this round, and he hasn't, and that's gone to the left and wide, and the sarcastic cheers of the Eastern Gaels supporters down here in front of us
like
let
that.
you know it's
Never did.
no, but Eastern Gales have Eastern Gales have.
I don't know who's doing that there now. I think I know one.
I'm sure you could pick out one or two.
Yeah, have him in mind. Yeah.
But it's 110-7, and that's a superb field there by Jack Madden. As we said, he scored the goal in the first half, and he's going again, and he's still going. Madden. He's played 2 little gives and goes. He's a player ahead of him if he wants to use him. Comes inside, gives it, lays it off. Dean Lyons gives it. There's a chance of a goal. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Dean McGarry was taken out of it. I think he was tackled by Jamie Walsh, and it's going to be a penalty. The referee is pointing to Jamie Walsh, or is it the goalkeeper, to say who caused the foul. But it's a penalty. This could literally seal it, Billy.
It will seal it, yeah. But look at the play there from Jack Madden down the wing there. And he's been outstanding all day. But he took that fetch and went down the wing, carried it right through, and came on the end of the 60 metres further up the field. Was on the shoulder again to set up the penalty. Yeah,
so it's a yellow card. It's a penalty, and it'll be Michael McGarry who'll take the penalty. He's been outstanding so far. There's another Eastern Gael player down on his haunches, but he's back up on his feet. So it's going to be a penalty for Eastern Gaels. This could seal it for them. Lee Jennings versus Michael McGarry. Referee Christopher Burke making sure everybody's outside the necessary line. A chance to seal the championship here. Steps up, puts it into the top right corner, makes no mistake. The keeper goes the wrong way, and that's pretty much it, Billy.
Game done and dusted, I think, Tom, yeah. But just great play there, and that score came from Madden at number 5 there. Just so brilliant run.
2-10-7, and the time is ticking away here. Eastern Gaels are... Referee says it was a throw ball, so it's a free for Tourmackeady.
Throw up, I think. Is he throwing it up? I think,
yeah, it's going to be a throw up. I'm not entirely sure what for, but there was several pairs of legs in the way of that action, Billy. Weren't to really see if it was a definite foul. The referee was
a clean catch, and
but even for the penalty, there was a. It seemed. Jamie Lyons came across. Jamie Walsh came across, and he just tried to put the run of Dee McGarry off, but it wasn't to be. Another substitution. Sean O'Vrane is in with only a few minutes to go. Christopher Burke going off on the far side of the field is Niall Donoghue. His game's over, so Eastern Gaels should be able to see this game out now as they're pushing forward again. Mannion going left, going right. Eastern Gaels just have to manage their game now. They've been secure the possession. James Murphy comes to the far side. McGarry's out around the middle now. Lovely little ball forward towards Godfrey. Gets it at the second attempt. There for Eastern Gaels is Dean Lyons. Lyons goes infield. Lyons pops it left, pops it right. McGarry's dictating things now around the middle for Eastern Gaels. High challenge there on Ethan Owens, and it's going to be another free. It's definitely, that goal now has taken a little bit of the sting, a little bit of the emphasis from Tourmackeady. It's pretty much over as a contest. As another free for Michael McGarry. He's going to add to his tally for the day. It's been a superb performance from him. He makes a super connection with that one, and he's popped that one over the bar, and it's another one for him. Eastern Gaels are out of sight here. Tourmackeady just they had a little bit of a purple patch there just after half time as John Green comes off for Tourmackeady. Another substitution for them. On comes number 23. Bryden Heenahan.
17 on for.
And 17 comes on for, that's Tom Morley. And off comes Evan Godfrey.
22 is coming on.
And we have Jack Renan. He's coming in. He'll probably come in for the for the wing back, yeah, James Murphy, number 7, comes off, and it's good to see Fintan Ford and Tony Corcoran, giving the players the opportunity to play in the final.
Certainly, yeah.
They look like they're going to bring in Brian Kelly, one of the characters of this Eastern Gaels team, to give him a few minutes, as well as Eastern Gaels look to celebrate their return to junior A football next year, Billy.
Yeah, it's a great occasion for them, and the signs have been there all year. With, I suppose Tony and Fintan brought something new to the club and the team as well, and the under-17s doing so well. A lot of good young talent coming up.
There's been several good performances on this Eastern Gaels team, Billy, and it falls to us to name the man of the match. And I think we've been discussing it. It's a black card, unfortunately. I think potentially for the man of the match. There was several contenders: Jack Madden, Luke Mannion, but this man on our screen at the moment has probably been the pick of the players on the field today.
Like, I'd be talking about Nathan McGarry was outstanding, Jack Madden outstanding, but look at he's an exceptional player. Michael McGarry is the man of the match for the Junior B final. He got his black card. He's explaining to the defender, to his bench here, but Eastern Gaels tried to take a free quick. Tourmackeady tried to take a free quickly. It was blocked on the line, and now there's just a bit of pushing and shoving going on. As we said, unfortunately there's a bit of frustration from the Tourmackeady players. They just haven't clicked today. They just haven't been able to bring their game, and it's not the way you want to see the game finish. It's not really, no. But it's just a great performance by Eastern Gaels. Like their football ability, their talent, their movement, everything good about football was there today to be seen.
And they'll certainly be a force for anybody in the Junior A next year.
They'll be building towards that for next year now. Because they were in hard luck. The few defeats this year, very, very close to making the breakthrough.
Another black card. It's Luke Mannion has been sent to the line as well. There's another conversation going on with the referee. He's speaking to the substitute who's just come on. It's Jack Renan. He's got a red card. So Eastern Gaels find themselves in a difficult situation at the moment. There's all sorts of card flashing going on. So Jack Renan has literally been on the pitch 2 minutes. He's now sent to the line. There's a black card for Luke Mannion. There was a black card before that for Michael McGarry. So they're down to 12. There's not much time left. I think we're playing whatever the referee is allowing for additional time. There's just yeah, so he was O'Sheen was trying to put that just under the black spot, but it goes over. And Tourmackeady are just, as we said, Billy, they'll be disappointed with their performance. Their supporters will be disappointed.
And even though they played pretty well, but just couldn't carve out the scores like Eastern Gaels.
Indeed. So the supporters are getting ready, the substitutes and the mentors are getting ready to celebrate their win as Eastern Gaels are player free ahead, and it's Jack Madden. He's inside again. He's still full of running for Eastern Gaels. The other defender Hessian is with him, but he decides to play it in field. Lays it off, turn and look at the post, and that's over the bar. Super finish, a lovely score, and Mayo Gaels. Number 12, Dean McGarry. He's got his second of the day, and it was just really simple football.
But again, moved the ball, the movement of the ball that's making this possible.
So we're not entirely sure how much additional time there'll be, as the referee is trying to get some organisation to this. The ball was flicked away from the whistle. It's hard to know what's left because, as we said, there was a lot of substitutions. There was a couple of injuries. They're still playing, trying to get a goal. The referee says it's a square ball. Is it a goal? Yeah, it's a goal. I thought he was indicating it was a square ball. Tourmackeady kept going forward. As we said, Eastern Gaels are short of numbers at the moment. Tourmackeady probably should be just committing players forward. We're not sure how much time is left. There can't be much more, as the scoreline is 112 to 11. And that's it. It's all over. Eastern Gaels are the Junior B county final, county champions. And Billy, you can't say it's not deserved.
Sorry.
You can't say it's not deserved.
Oh no, no, they were the better team. Easily the better team, you'd have to say. Yeah, they were easily the better team. They played the better football. Now, Tourmackeady struggled all the time to try and get that kind of game together, but just couldn't do it. Where Eastern Gaels had the players to do it, I think, and you look at their forward line. Dean Lyons was absolutely outstanding. Maybe we didn't give him enough credit.
Yeah.
But he was really outstanding. Michael McGarry, of course, we've talked about him. The midfield, Luke Mangan there, Jack Madden, what a player.
Yeah,
Brilliant player. Their goalkeeper, I thought, was brilliant.
Kick-outs were
There was
superb.
one kick out there where he took the whole field out,
Yeah.
and there could have been a point from it after 2 kicks of the ball.
What is very noticeable, as you say, Billy, that you're highlighting there 5, 10, 7, 12,
Yeah.
very strong down the wings.
Yeah. And then
Nathan
Nathan
McGarry, superb inside.
defending, that's what it's all about. You could coach his kind of defending. Hand in, knocking it away, no grabbing, no pulling. Brilliant.
So,
Absolutely.
Michael Waldron, the captain for Eastern Gaels, will be his recovery will be going better. It's a broken wrist, as we understand it. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to be here to see the game out to the end. It's a celebration for him and his Eastern Gaels teammates. Disappointment for Tourmackeady. It's been a fantastic day here in Claremorris. It's one of the ones where, Billy, you'd say that Tourmackeady will feel that they just didn't turn up fully today.
Yeah, they just didn't turn up, no, and they just struggled, Tom, to get the scores. And when you do, you're not going to win the game. And they had loads of possession, loads and loads of possession. They had as much possession, I'd say, as Eastern Gaels. But the difference was that the pace and speed of Eastern Gaels going forward, and the support play, and McGarry inside.
Yeah, it is indeed. As Mayo County Board Chairman Liam Moffat is ready to do the presentation. Brian O'Malley, South Board Secretary, is there. They'll be presenting the trophy, the cup to the winners. They'll be presenting the Man of the Match award to Michael McGarry. It'll be presented shortly. There's pictures and a few families and friends coming over to congratulate each of the players. Michael McGarry, as we said, was the man of the match. Unfortunately, as we called the man of the match, he got a black card. It seemed a little bit harsh, but as we said, Billy, it kind of descended into a little bit of frustration towards the end for Tourmackeady, and Eastern Gaels had the players, 2 players black carded and the red card, but they won't care. They are the Mayo Junior B county champions for 2021. And it's been an enthralling competition, not with its ups and downs this year. Obviously, there was lots of controversy around fixtures and everything else. Yeah. But overall, if you look at the teams in A, the likes of Achill, obviously Arda, you've got competition.
Oh, you have, and it's great for clubs like this, like that. You end up at the end of the year in the final. It makes all the difference. Those guys have worked as hard as the Knockmores or the Belmullets all year, and they've done the training and worked so hard, and at the end of the day, it's great to have this kind of a final here today.
It does indeed. And Eastern Gaels are getting ready to receive their trophy. Liam Moffat is looking for someone to give it to. Michael McGarry is the player of the match. He'll be getting his presentation as well. He's they're just waiting to get the organisation going here. It's very subdued atmosphere for a team that's just won a county title. As Brian O'Malley makes the presentation to Michael McGarry, his Player of the Match award, it's going to be Ethan Owens, I think, receiving the trophy as Michael Waldron has gone to get his wrists looked after at last. But congratulations to Eastern Gaels. Michael McGarry, as we said, is the Player of the Match, and Billy, his free taking and his general play was superb.
Yeah. You should coach that kind of free taking. It's just a lovely, easy style. Can't beat it. There's no antics before you kick, and it's all about concentration and balance coming into a free, and that's what he has. 3 steps back. He reminds me of the Monaghan goalkeeper the very same thing. 3 steps back,
Yeah.
slides into it, boot goes through the ball over the
yeah,
bar.
yeah. As the Tourmackeady players make their way over to the presentation, as we said, it's a round of applause for Michael McGarry, who officially receives his Man of the Match award, and it's going to be Ethan Owens to receive the trophy on behalf of the Eastern Gaels team. And that's it, Billy. Mayo GA TV coverage is finished for the year. It's been 4 championships of the highest order, and there's been some fantastic football late into the year.
And a great weekend this weekend with all the finals.
And
one to go yet.
And one to go yet. And it could be a big day for Belmullet, or it could be Knockmore's to retain.
It's going to be an enthralling kind of a game, I think, you know.
It is indeed. As the pictures and the photographs are being taken, they'll be in the newspapers, and there's a speech here I think that Ethan Owens is going to give. And but it's been a superb winter of football now.
I have to say, well done to my 2 mates in Garrymore, Tony and Fenton.
they learned under your wing. I'm sure they'll credit you in the post-match comments.
That's a long time to go, Tom.
But as we said, our thanks to everybody at Clamorson for making us welcome here today. Our thanks to you for tuning in and watching with us throughout the year. Congratulations to Eastern Gaels, Kilmina, Mayo Gaels, and best of luck to Knockmore or Belmullet in this senior final today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next year. Thanks very much.